Thank you. So, hello everyone, and thanks for the invitation for the Open PhD Day. So, I am Yuyao Liu, a former PhD student in IMDEA Materials Institute. So, I am Chinese. I did my PhD journey from China to Spain to IMDEA. So, today I'm going to share you some experience that I had during my 4 years PhD life. So firstly, give a short introduction about myself. So my name is Yuyao Liu, and now I am a Marie Curie postdoc fellow in Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. So I work in the Department of Anatomy and Regenerative Medicine. So I did my bachelor and master in China, and then I decided to move to Spain to have my PhD working in materials engineering, mainly on biomaterials. So I got my degree from Polytechnical University of Madrid, and also got the trained in IMDEA Material Institute. So my research field are focusing on 3D printed biodegradable polymer scaffolds and osteochondral tissue engineering. So in IMDEA, I work in two groups. I work in biochemical mechanics of materials, led by Professor Javier Yuca, and a biometals coatings and devices group, led by Dr. Monica Echeverry-Roden. So here I have so many colleagues in both groups and have a very good life during my 4 years of PhD. So give a short introduction about my PhD topic. I work in the biomaterials and tissue engineering. So my topic is mainly on the designing of scaffolds for osteochondral tissue engineering. So I develop some biodegradable polymer scaffolds with tailored mechanical properties and degradation time with respect to the target tissue, as well as appropriate biological functions in order to replace the damaged tissue in the osteochondral area. So this is my PhD topic. And after 4 years of the study, I got some publications and awards during my 4 years of PhD, which really grateful to my supervisors. Except for the publications and awards, I also had some talks during my PhD that my supervisors support me to go to other countries or in Spain or outside Spain to have some talks in the international conferences to introduce my PhD work. Also, I go to RCSI during my PhD for a secondment for around 3 months to enrich my research experience and also got the collaborations with this college. So yeah, it's also that now I work in this college. It's because I have the secondment and got the very deep collaborations with the supervisor here. So except for the academic things, we also have a lot of colorful life in IMDEA Material Institute. So the institute will hold some activities every year, like the Christmas party and some scientific activities. And also we have IMDEA Day. We will go out for traveling, and then we can build up relationships with other colleagues inside your group or outside your group to try to get good relationships for collaborations. So I really had a very good life in IMDEA during my PhD. So here I'm going to share some experience about the PhD. So why do a PhD? Like before you do the PhD, you may ask yourself about these questions. So what I got from my PhD life is like I think a PhD is not just a degree; it is also a way of thinking. So if you are curious about research questions and you want to develop the deep expert in a field, then you may choose a PhD to try to get a topic and then put your effort on this topic to try to solve the scientific problems. And I think the most important thing for a PhD is that you may gain the abilities of problem solving and independent thinking, which I think is not only important for your PhD, it's also important for your life. If you got the problem solving and independent thinking in your life, uh, you may get better when you face challenges and problems. So, why we choose IMDEA Materials? So, like Professor Jo Molina introduced before, we have very strong research environment. We have 19 research groups, which involved a lot of different topics. So, why the research environment will help you? Because most of the PhD topic is multidisciplinary, so you may not just only focusing on one point. You may need to collaborate with other groups. You may need to learn a lot of new things. So in media, we have a lot of different research groups. You may talk to your colleagues like the PhD or the postdoc, even the PI. So you just knock the door of the PI office and you get in. They will try to help you with your research problems. And then we have very strong international and collaborative teams. So these are like some examples of the collaborators that we have. We met with a lot of companies, universities, and you can got international collaborations with other people that you may help you with your future career. And then we have access to good facilities and projects. So here in Media, you can meet a lot of international projects and work in very nice projects. And also we have a lot of fancy facilities that you can work with and trying to get a lot of scientific outcomes during your PhD. And the last part, which I think is really, really great, is like we have very great quality of work and life in Madrid. So here in India, we have very bright office, very huge office that you may can focus on your research, which I think this is the best office in the world. Um, then what makes a good PhD journey? From my point of view, I think maybe I wish I will know before my PhD starting. So it is normal to feel lost at the beginning. So when you got a PhD topic, you may say, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do." It is very normal. It is normal to feel lost. You don't need to know everything before you're starting. This will gain from the learning process during your PhD. So asking for help is also a part of research. So ask the help for from your PI, your colleagues, the people around you. Even everyone in the institute will help you. And then everyone struggles and even experience researchers. So we will meet problems during the PhD, but it is normal. And you need to have confidence in yourself to meet these problems and think about how to solve it and ask the help from the people around you. And I think this is the thing that before we do a PhD that we should know. And what makes a good PhD journey that you should keep curiosity and motivation all the time. Because doing a PhD is it's not that easy. You may face a lot of problems, challenges in your life and in your work, and you need to always keep motivations on the scientific research. And then you should have persistence when things do not work. So it is quite normal. It happens like when the experiment didn't work well, you need to find out the problems and need to solve it. And so you should always keep persistence during your PhD and being open to feedbacks. So you may have like some talks or presentations with your PI, or you may present your things in the international conferences. You may get some feedback from your PI, your colleagues, or even some people outside the institute. You should be open for the feedbacks and trying to improve yourself and improve your research. So learning how to work independently. So I think for a PhD researcher, when you doing your PhD research, you need to keep independent thinking, because always when you got a topic, you need to know how to solve these problems. So doing research is a processing of found, found, found the problem and on the method to solve these problems. And I believe after the PhD degree, you may gain a lot of abilities about the independent thinking, and you may keep this through the your whole life and trying to help you during your life. So progress in PhD is often slow, but it is real. So the persistence and independent thinking will help you uh, throughout your PhD journey. And then I would like to give some final advice for all of you during your PhD. So don't wait to feel ready to do something. I know some people will say like before their PhD or during their PhD, they will ask themselves like, uh, do I'm ready? Am I ready for the PhD research? Am I ready for these things? So it is very normal and it happens all the time during your PhD. You will feel like I don't know what to do. It's not clear situation, but it is okay. So don't wait for things to feel ready. You should keep courage during your PhD. And then choose a topic that you are curious about. That for me, I was working with the biomaterials, which I feel that I really want to know how to solve these kind of tissue defect. So I have passions, I have curiosities on my PhD topic, so that support me finish my PhD degree. And then talk to the people around or talk to the people in media and explore the opportunities. So I think it's good for you to ask for people and find opportunities that before your PhD that you may know more clear about what will you do during your PhD. And then enjoy the processing, not just the results. So during the PhD, you making a lot of abilities, like trying to solve the problems. You may got a lot of things, which is really helpful for your future, for your life and work. So it's not just only focusing on the research results. So a PhD is challenging, but also one of the most rewarding journey that you can take in your life. So I hope all of you can have a good time during your PhD, your future PhD life, and keep working on the researching. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.